So there's something happening with the reflection of my camera, and I'm dealing with it. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about a few related topics, all in the line of people pleasing, where it came from, independence, decision making, and really starting from being our own best friend. So there's this woman named Karen Monteverdi at Ananda Ashram when I used to go many years ago. She talked about a few things with me. Self-nurturing, having a routine, sitting with myself in the morning, proper hygiene, affirmations, conscious about consumptions and sleep, and making playtime. Self-respect, not accepting abusive or unhealthy treatment, speaking my truth, treating my time and body as a voice, and not putting someone else first. Acceptance, listening without trying to change, hearing the need, approving or disproving privately or invisibly, keeping open to what I can't easily understand. There's 3 boundaries challenged. 1 is taking on too much. 1 is worrying about what other people think. And 3 is procrastinating or avoiding. And skills that help is honesty, integrity, authenticity, checking in with the feelings, the heart, of the body, non-attachment to outcome, or basically mindfulness of death, that everything's impermanent. 3 traits most harmful to the maintenance of boundaries is fear of disappointing or being abandoned, people-pleasing or punishing, and idealism, wishful thinking. So daily negativity is talking to people who I'm never good enough for, who treat me like an extension of them, who don't value my time and attention, or where I don't feel seen and heard. And it took me back to the mother wound. This is not how I see my mother now. This is not our relationship. But I had to go to the version of myself and the version of her that used to be in a reality together. And I wrote her a letter when it was her birthday. I didn't actually send the letter. It was for me. And I wrote, "You always rejected me. Why didn't you ever love me? What was so very wrong with me that you couldn't even try? I needed you and you weren't there. When I had no one else, I was so alone. You didn't provide for me and protect me. Even though I know you did your best with what you could and had and knew at the time, it wasn't enough. It hurts so deeply that you never thought I'm worthy of your love. And it's heartbreaking for me that nothing I did was good enough and you don't see, hear, understand, or relate to me. Why am I measured by my accomplishments, religiosity, possessions, appearance? The real me never mattered to you, and you never got to know me. You deprived yourself, too, of the fulfillment of being someone I could turn to and trust. I wish you wanted me. I wish you wanted to be there, wanted to spend time with me, wanted to support me. It feels like I'm an extension of you, and you don't ever consider me or treat me like I matter, that I'm important, or that you care." And now, moving into independence. So this is from Glamour. "While I'm grateful for my ability to make someone feel like the star of the show, I'm even more grateful to finally feel bright enough to be the star of my own show. And while I'm grateful for my ability and flexibility, which allows me to bend and accommodate ever-changing unpredictably, I'm even more grateful to be finally rooted in my deepest core. While I'm grateful for my resilience, self-sufficiency, and courage, I'm even more grateful to finally have supportive, nurturing, and accessible connections, resources. While I'm grateful for my humility and investment in learning my limitations and devotional yearning for fulfillment, I'm even more grateful to be able to access an inner bliss, internal peace, and sustained confidence. While I'm grateful for my intellect, reasoning, and critical thinking, I'm even more grateful for my faith, intuition, and spiritual sensitivity. And while I'm grateful for my life experience, tried and true belief system, and wisdom, I'm even more grateful for my playful innocence, fresh eyes, and a beginner's mind. While I'm grateful for my appearance, possessions, and accomplishments, I'm even more grateful to feel intrinsically worthy, adequate, and valuable." When we look at decision-making, and then I'm going to move into people-pleasing, kind of the main theme, we have to think about a few factors. So I want to be, who do I want to be? I want to be a participant. I want to participate in life. I want to be a balancer. I want to be able to be what's called for to bring peace among all. I want to be a creator, uplifter, and liberator. So basically, I want to be godly in the world. And what's comforting for me is when my nervous system, fight or flight, that's where I need comforting. I need comforting where it feels dangerous or under threat. I need comforting where I feel unsafe or lonely or that there's a shortage. So looking at my weight, I gained weight since November. Almost a year ago, I gained like 36 pounds, maybe more. I don't know. And I recognize it as an armor, a weighted blanket, a hiding place, or a grounding, which slows me down. Now moving into decision-making layer, who am I to make decisions? So first of all, When I'm making decisions, there's defaults, there's superstition, there's other people's will, there's continuity, there's checking in. Remember I mentioned from Karen the advice to check in when we make decisions. There's turning to God, the higher power direction. There's urgency, which could be reactions, and there's sustainability. So now moving into I am. It's late or early, depending on what day it is for you. So in the I am, there's versions that may sound incompatible, but they're all true because they're versions of me I believe fully at different times. It doesn't mean one is more real than the other. So gifted, magnetic, attractive, radiant, beautiful, elevating, forgiving, understanding, compassionate, accepting, tolerant, nurturing, a healer, channel of healing, deserving, worthy of love, unique, mindful, present, open-minded, earnest, sincere, sensitive, wise, and truthful, growing and growth-oriented, beginning again, learning, always starting fresh, succeeding, glamorous, brilliant, expanding, discerning, aware, conscious, guided, protected, protecting myself, creative. And I'm going to share about people pleasing. So there's no one person out there has all the answers to my questions, the sparkle for anywhere I find dullness, or the solutions to all my problems. The same way a food can't undo the past or remove an obstacle, a person else isn't able to fix my life. Sometimes this is harder than food, probably because it's more underlying. The food was my friend as a child, a companion as an adult, and a parent as a teenager. I was looking for fulfillment and connection, something to brighten things up and take my mind off the loneliness. And I wasn't letting people see me. I wasn't giving myself permission to have boundaries, opinions, or preferences about people in my life, as if it isn't my God-given birthright to prioritize myself. Even though I've made my peace with many aspects of the past, at times I still have painful resentments that come up, that my conditioning and history of early life chronic abuse set me up for addiction, isolation, insecurity, and ever reenacting self-victimizing events, probably for closure. It clears a little up each time I let God into my perspective, and I believe that it all happened for the best, and gradually I'm being gifted to see a bigger picture, which is helping me give myself closure sustainably and recognize I've been protected and guided all my life, even when I didn't know, and that there's like rites of passage and my initiations, my rites of passage. It's my portion exactly. I'm not looking for more or less than my portion anymore. When I catch myself chasing or craving something external, it's actually beginning to feel like an opportunity for deeper healing, to become more self-sufficient, means to not feel so desperate, that I see another human through other humans through a lens of need. I'm appreciating other people have developmental challenges too. Their pace, like mine, can't always be adjusted to my needs, and that's a gift too, to be most true to my own pace. Doing me, being me, without pretense, without riding in fear of another's inability to meet my needs. This is why I've been able to be less compulsive and obsessive about food. I feel less drained and empty, not giving myself away for free. What's meant for me will flow. Today I love myself. God gives me independence when I'm able to depend on God. I trust my life. I'm given exactly what I can handle. I matter. I'm here for a reason. I'm necessary. That's all for now. Bye.